I got the camera back on, yeah.
All right.
Because we're going to have a casual interview. Brother Rome, how'd you get started? Well, first of all, how do you define yourself and how do you find what you do with regard to your T-shirts and anything dealing with adornment and clothing?
How do I define myself? I define myself as a funny dude. You know, when I say funny, you know, I like a good laugh because I believe laughter is good for the soul. It's like medicine. So if I'm gonna be therapeutic, then let's have a good laugh. Let's have a good sit down. And I love my community. I love the people that's in this community in spite of what we've been through, what other communities think about us. You know, it's still some genuine and loving people over here that I got much love for. And two of them sitting next to me. And yeah, when we first decided to do Wild Hundreds, I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna keep it 100. I was a little leery and a little skeptical because of the things that went on and the stigma behind the name. So it's like, man, it's an uphill battle. We swimming upstream to break that. I prayed about it, I slept on it, and I felt the peace. Like, let's go, let's move forward. So that's how it came about. And I really wanted to represent the community in a different light, as opposed to, the news is out in the notorious Wild Wild 100s. You know, just showing the side that the rest of the world frown on us. You know, like it's no productive or prominent people coming from out here, when it is, all day, every day. You know, so, yeah, that's what kind of prompted us to represent the Hunters in the right way.
So how do you define what you do? What do you call
Oh,
what you
this is
do?
truly art versus being on the canvas. It's on a T-shirt, or it's on a hoodie, or it's on a jacket. You know, when you because you know when you go to an art gallery and somebody says, "Oh, look at that painting." It's the same thing. Somebody rocking this, you're like, "Oh, where'd you get that? That's art to me." And then now they'll turn around, man, what is it on the back? Oh, we all we got. That's tight. But yet they don't even know what Wild Hunters is. They just like the artistry side of things. So that's who I feel we are. You know, we're artists in our own right.
So you're an artist. I like that. I like that. How'd you get started making T-shirts?
Back in '98, a friend of mine, he came to me with the idea, and I took him up on the offer. So our first print, um, we sat down together, put our heads together, and came up with a saying, "Live and let live." Because there was so much shooting and killing going on, even back then in '98, that we wanted to, in a sense, address that. We wanted to send a message, hey, that's not cool, you know, because, and I'm big on statistics, so I read a lot of stuff, and I respond, because I do believe awareness produces action. So that's what pushes, because I'm like, what other way can we get the message without a pulpit, or without being a politician, or no, I'm not a professor, so how can I reach the people again that's genuine and that I love? It's through T-shirts and clothes and through art, since we like to buy clothes. Yeah.
Who was the friend? What was the friend's name?
My friend Kay McCullough.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So where do you get your ideas for the slogans on the back, for the graphics on the front? Scooter's shirt, your shirt, and Robert's shirt are three different shirts.
Right.
So where'd you get the inspiration for them? And they can model if they want to, so you can point it out.
Oh, no doubt. Well, Brother Scoop, that's what we call a classic. That shirt is like, that design is 15 years old, but it still can sell like it just came out. And I don't know, we wanted something bold, we wanted something that stood out, something that grabbed your attention. And it's simple, block letters with the oval, you know. And it's, like you said, it's simple and straight to the point. Mr. Douglas, that is a rare, that's a hand painted, done by myself personally. When we had a boutique or a storefront, just sitting down brainstorming, and that's what we came up with. And again, that's custom hand painted with fabric paint, what he's wearing.
Can you turn around, please, Robert? So the back of his is empty.
Yeah, we didn't put anything on the back of the hand paintings.
I didn't get the back. It's a birthday shirt. You gotta get the back.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
and once again, that reflected to let the people know unified, because we all we got at the end of the day. You know, so that's what kind of inspired that idea. And it could be a plethora of things. Like the shirt I'm wearing, I was in the store And I seen a certain barbecue sauce, a bottle, and the light went off in my head, you know, to represent the zip code. So that's what it was, you know. So it could be
What
anything.
bottle is that? We can't say. On
Yeah,
camera.
we ain't finna, we can't get them no free. Yeah, so
They already
but
got
it
money.
could be anything. One children
We
can
trying
say
to get
something,
some.
and the light will go off.
You just said that a bottle of sauce inspired you
Yeah.
for a certain thing. Are there any people who inspire you? Maybe other artisans, or you were speaking about Kanye West earlier about politics and things that are political inspiring you, and things that are community minded inspiring you. Are there any particular people who inspire you in your ideas?
In particular, and it's crazy. It's a brother from Philly. I don't know his name, but he started a line called Moschine, which he was hand painting and doing different things. And I like the way he just took art and from the streets and made a multi-million-dollar company. That inspired me to say, man, if he did it, we can do it. You know, we can do it even harder. Because in business, it's a saying, you got to do what the next business is not doing, or you got to do it better. So he was kind of like inspiring to me to just go forth with it. Don't worry about if it failed. At least you tried. You know, so.
When you get an idea, what is your process of creation from the beginning, its inception, until its end? What's your process?
Well, the first process is the idea, the thought of this saying, we all we got, the good, the bad, the hundreds. You know, God made the hundreds, but man made it wild. You try to fit something art-wise that'll coincide with that particular saying. So sometimes you just have to sit, like the shirt I think I presented to you earlier, the project shirt. The acronym came first before the collage of the pictures. So it was like I sat on that acronym for almost a year until the light again went off, how to really put that where the people will gravitate towards it. So some things take a while because you're just kind of waiting to see what's going, like you said, coincide with that saying, and then the artwork to complement it.
So, do you do the work directly in your house? Do you outsource it to a company? How do you do this?
What?
No, you said this one is hand painted.
Right.
So, what do you do when you want to create a hand painted shirt? What's the process of creation for that?
We get a feel for the customer, just getting it, because they all customized. There's no one alike. And we kind of get a feel for what they want. And then we sit back and say, okay, this is what you want, and we make it happen. We hand paint, we have the brushes, we have the paints, and we have the equipment to even dry them on site. With the screen printing, we do outsource to a company here in Chicago. Yeah.
So the hand printing. So I mean the
Hand painted?
yeah, the hand painted.
Okay.
So now you do this like in your own house?
We could do it anywhere. In the house, we used to have the storefront, we'd sit in the window, so as people are walking by, they're seeing us actually do the product on site. And then most of the time they'll come in and inquire, say, oh, I like that, you know, can I get one done? Or, you know, can you put, you know, this, that, and the third on there? So, and this one in particular, I think that came from inspiring, just sitting in Roseland and just seeing the people go past, seeing young girls with babies, you know, just seeing guys ride past, conversations me and Bob and I had about voting and politicians and just a plethora of things. That right there, like you said, it was a birthday gift to him. So, yeah.
So do you use regular fabric paint, or is there a specialized paint or brushes in the
Just
process?
Fabric paint we use, in like smaller brushes to do smaller jobs, bigger brushes to do bigger jobs.
And you said you had dryers. What kind of dryers do you use?
We use like a heat gun, so they cure in there real good, and when you wash it, it's gonna stay down.
Yeah.
That shirt is probably, what, 3 years old now?
5.
5, okay.
Yeah, that's 5.
So you can see it stays down because of the process that we take it through, rather than just do
I
something.
mean, and no letter is peeling up.
Nah.